Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Danjo the Mysterious here, and right now I'm here to react to the Mario Kart World Direct that was just uploaded not too long ago. But before we get to that, let's talk about what happened in the last Nintendo Direct. Specifically, first off, the title Mario Kart World. It's not called Mario Kart 9, or Mario Kart 10, or Mario Kart X, or Mario Kart Definitive, as someone tends to claim that it would be called, or Mario Kart Wild, like I thought it would be, though it was pretty close. No, it's called Mario Kart World, which makes sense considering that this is open world in a sense, as Nintendo themselves have claimed. Specifically, you can drive virtually everywhere in this Mario Kart world. This track that we saw here in this trailer, as well as the first announcement of the Nintendo Switch 2, that track is in the Mushroom Cup, and it's called Mario Brothers Circuit. So before we get to the Mario Kart World Direct itself, we have to review what we do know. Specifically, the new look of Mario, that bangin' soundtrack, the fact that there are 24 racers rather than 12 or 8 in other Mario Kart titles. There are characters that do remain similar or remain the same, or you could have someone like Mario or Donkey Kong with the redesigns. So there's that. Also, along with other tracks. Okay, in this Mario Brothers circuit, we do have a diner. There's Spiny Shell. Might have been just the billboard or something like that. Does it look like a stadium or mm, this? This may look like a different track. We're going on the safari. The There's also this bridge. Hmm. We're riding on the water rather than in it. There's DK Pass making its return. So that's nice. Of course, with 24 players, it's gotta have a new look. Also, we have this track that's looking like 25M from the original Donkey Kong arcade game. Just looks really nice. It's great that they're referencing that in Mario Kart. Must be under Koopa construction. This might be DK Pass again, or a different snow track. Look at this now. Hmm, what is this? Was this Wario Stadium? Or a different Wario track? A pirate ship? Could this be Wario's sunken ship from Mario Kart 7? Wario Shipyard or something like that? Or is it a different ship track? Could be Wario Shipyard from Mario Kart 7. Look at that. Those different costumes. Look at Koopa with that green cap. Or Pauline with that ponytail. Or Wario with this biker-like outfit. Is that a little film noir track? It looks interesting. Oh, and the fact that we can grind on rails with the cart. That looks like Shy Guy Bazaar there? Could be. I mean, we have a Shy Guy focused on here. There's also the fact that we can jump from wall to wall with the cart also. Like that. Could this be... Could this be like 25M from before, only during the day rather than night? And we'll touch that on that a bit later, but right now we have a cow. We can play as a cow, a moo moo cow. Of course, that's the most replayed part of the video, because we can play as a freaking cow. Mega Mushroom making its return as an item. Nice to have it back. Oh, and a Hammer Bro. Can't forget that we're playing as a Hammer Bro now. Very nice. There's also a coin block as an item too. That's making its return from Mario Kart Tour. Nice. There's also a bullet bill. Um, can this be interactive with over in that truck, I wonder, with a ramp? Not sure if that's interactable. It could be. It could be. We can take a ride in this really big truck. Not sure how that will play out, but looks like it's about to run someone over. That could deal a lot of damage to racers getting in your way. Oh, and how about this burger here? Really big. And Mario ate it all in one bite. And with this wonder effect, you can transform into a different costume. Here's Luigi with a little sun hat on top of his head, looking like a farmer. This supposed to be Lulu Meadows or a different farming track. Here's Bowser with this getup. Also Peach with the jacket and the bow tied up on her ponytail and the booty shorts. Don't forget about that. And I believe you could do different poses when doing tricks in the air depending on the costume you're wearing. Don't forget, you can have different costumes for one character also. I wonder which one's your favorite, or you know how that's going to play out during gameplay. Does it affect the gameplay at all, or is it just an aesthetic change? I don't know for sure since I never tried out the game. I am sure that some people have tried it out before the game's release or the console's release. I never tried saw a video of someone trying out the game, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, this might look like a familiar track. Mario has a different costume here too. We're playing as a snowman. Yep, look like Baby Mario over there. And little Waluigi with that snazzy outfit. Must be, I don't know, Waluigi Stadium at night. And again, what's with this bridge? And a barrel for a vehicle. And we can also glide as well. That's making a return. Still don't know what kind of desert tracks this is. In Kamek? Is he supposed to be an item? Or is just something he'll try and get in your way? I don't know. And yep, you don't go in it, the water. You ride on it, riding those waves that this whale here is about to make. I don't know what kind of stadium this is. Oh, it says so right here. Peach Stadium. Very nice. First, we have the title. Look at this vast open world here. So, this little grassy world, this desert world. I feel like this over in the somewhere around the bottom left is 25M, maybe. There's also this ice world, your lava world, or tracks, rather. Here's Mario with his aviator outfit. First appearing in Super Mario Land. Driving from wall to wall and onto the platform. Also, we can also play as a charging Chuck. Gonna get ran over by another charging Chuck. Hello, Lakitu. Nice. Bowser Jr.'s show looks pretty colorful. Don't know what that's about. Probably stickers on him? Maybe. And what was that just now? Um, I don't know what that was just now. Oh yeah, that's the effect after you use the that horn. And now you just punch it up in the air rather than just use it when holding it in your hand. Yeah, there's a that Peace Circuit over in the, or Peace Stadium rather, in the middle. hmm See how big this world is? And there are plenty of islands to drive into. You can also drive on the water somewhere. From what I can tell, this is Moo Moo Meadows. There's this track again with the zebra and the giraffe and those birds and trees and the way it looks. Here's that ice world. Hmm, we can drive on this mountain. I believe we could also grind once we make it to the end of this. Bowser's Airship Fortress making its return. It's nice that it made a return. It's been so long. Also, Nintendo has been saying
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
What does that mean exactly? That during the time of day or weather, depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the
Day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
what does that mean exactly? Does it affect the gameplay or is it just an aesthetic change? Maybe you'll drive a cart or bike or whatever in a different way depending on the weather conditions or the time of day. Mostly the weather conditions. But the fact that it'll change the time of day when you race on the same track is a nice change of pace. What does that say here? Rainbow fragment? Hmm. And it's raining in there too. Also, we can't get about Boo and his fancy outfit. The top hats. With this crown, of course. Can't forget that it's King Boo. It wouldn't be King Boo without a crown. And his jacket. And this mustache and monocle. And that cart he's driving too. Really fits the theme he was going for. Looking like some kind of mansion owner. But anyway, it also plays this crab and this bee and a penguin and this winged enemy. Uh, I forgot the name of this one, sorry. Yeah, you can play as many, many characters in this game. Like Spike here with a spike ball in his mouth. And there's Pauline again. Their biker get up and ponytail. Is that Nabbit? Yeah, there's Nabbit. To be honest, when I was watching the first announcement for the Nintendo Switch and they're showing us a peek of Mario Kart World or a new Mario Kart game that we didn't know the name of at the time. Um, with those 24 racers, I tried to speculate who they are. Most of them I got correct, but one of them I had thought that was Nabbit, but I was wrong on that front. But hey, at least we know Nabbit is playable. So, yeah, there's that. Yep, again, we can drive virtually everywhere in this game. Alright, there's a Grand Prix mode. As you can see, we have 7 cups this time. And instead of having new tracks for Nitro Cups and old and familiar tracks for the Retro Cups, now the new tracks and the old tracks are intertwined with each other for 1 cup. First, we have to talk about all these new tracks in the Mushroom Cup. We have already touched upon Mario Circuit. There's also Crown City, Whistle Stop Summits. This is another train themed track. We haven't seen a new one in a while since Mario Kart 64. Maybe there's another. Oh, yeah, there is another train themed track in the subway track. Super Bell Subway, I think? Yeah, that's another train themed track. I mean, like, this train shown in Whistle Top Stop Summit in particular, not those metro trains or something like that. That's what I mean. Yep, that's Whistle Stop Summits, at least the basics of it. And then there's DK Spaceports, or that 25M track with Robo Donkey Kong. I heard that the only the last third of the track do we get to that 25M section proper. And you drive up to the very top while avoiding barrels. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and there's also the routes that go together. They're all connected, specifically for each of the cups. So this is a route of the Mushroom Cup. Also the Flower Cup. So as you can see, Desert Hills is a new track, but we have 3 familiar ones. Or maybe it could be a different Wario Stadium, I don't know. But there are familiar tracks along with a new track in 1 cup. It's it's an interesting choice to say the least, but it makes sense for what Nintendo is going for with this game. So, yeah, there's Desert Hills, Shy Guy Bazaar is a familiar track. There's Wario Stadium. It could be a familiar one. It could be a brand new Wario Stadium. Who knows? Um, there's also Airship Fortress. Glad that it's back. We were clamoring for Airship Fortress to return for so long. Anyway, that's the Flower Cup. Star Cup starts off with DK Pass, another familiar track. Starview Peak, or It's supposed to be a different Rosalina themed track. It does look similar to a Rosalina's Ice World, I think it's called, with the common observatory over in the background and all that. I believe that's what it is. Sky High Sunday, a Mario Kart Tour track that's also in the Mario Kart 8 Booster Course Pass, or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. Nice to see it make a return, I guess. In the Wario Shipyard, we haven't seen since Mario Kart 7. Great to have that back. It'll look really nice in this game. There's also the Shell Cup. You have Koopa Troopa Beach, Faraway Oasis. That's what I call a safari previously. You have this giraffe, the elephant, the zebra that we previously saw. There's also Crown City, but this time at night. You see the difference? Yeah. This time Crown City is at night in this cup. And that's also the track where we can take a ride in this really big race type truck. And of course there's Peach Stadium, the track that was revealed right before the title reveal. But in that one reveal, it took place at night. Here it's during the day. So, maybe we could see PCM at night in a different cup? And then there's the banana, leaf, and lightning cup. We have yet to see which track, which tracks are shown in these cups. Also, I believe there were more cups revealed besides E7? I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there are more than just 7 cups. See how all these tracks are connected each for each cup? Yeah, it makes sense why Nintendo would combine the new and old tracks together rather than just separate them from Nitro to retro cups. It's an odd choice, but I do like that choice. Nintendo's never done that for a Mario Kart game before. Mario Circuit? The question is which one? Oh, wait a minute. You don't just drive on the Mario Circuit track. Now the drivers are driving outside of the main track. Drive virtually everywhere. What a twist. There's also Knockout Tour.
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner
Hmm. Here's a golden rally. Oh yeah, maybe they're not cups specifically, but rather rallies. There's a golden rally, ice rally. Um, I believe these rallies are also called moon rally, spiny rally, cherry rally, acorn rally, cloud rally, and heart rally. Hmm, I believe that's what the remaining rallies are called. And now instead of driving in four tracks, you're driving in six tracks for each rally, which again, they are connected. There's Sky High Sunday again. Let's see what Nintendo has to say about the Knockout Tour. Also, I do like that they brought back the two items you can hold. You can hold two items instead of just one for this game. Anyway,
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
also, I'm pretty sure that only the final four can cross the finish line in the rallies. Pretty sure it's only the top four. The bottom four will be eliminated. So sorry. So if 24 drivers are driving in the first track, if you're in the bottom four out of the top 24 in that one track, in the first track, you'll be eliminated. So now only 20 drivers remain. After that, the third track should have 16. The fourth track should have 12. The fifth track should have 8. And the final four are going to drive on the last track of each of the rallies. So, yeah, this is certainly an interesting mode, but a fun one. Ah, yes, free roam. Again, drive virtually everywhere in this world. Free roam may as well definitely be the big highlight. Oh, besides the characters that they've shown and the new tracks and the familiar tracks coming back. Free roam. Um, oh yes, drive on the train tracks. Safety first indeed. Yeah, you In free roam, you can't just be driving on the track. Why not drive off course and go anywhere? Meet those camels, drive on the water, meet up with friends. If you do have friends online who want to play this game with you, um, you could try free roam and have a chat with them while you guys are playing this game and exploring and having a fun time rather than just racing each other. I believe they might have some kind of story mode with this. I have a feeling there might be. There's also a photo mode as well. You can take pictures of the racers or the scenery or both if you want. Change into different poses and change different expressions and all that fun stuff. I wouldn't be using that much personally, but it's nice that there's that option for those who do enjoy taking photos within the game. Games like Marvel Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4 and 5 consoles and Kingdom Hearts 3 also have done that too. But those games are not really the focus. Here's Airship Fortress again. Look at that outfit that Waluigi is sporting out. Must be his own biker outfit. And he even has a bandana. Wait a minute. You can play as a Caraquack? Man, people are going to love playing as these out there characters when they get their hands on the game.
Kart's here! Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Also, there's a Mario Kart World Direct, which I will be reacting to shortly. Don't worry. Um, I'll do that in a minute. Um, yeah, Mario Kart World again. Like Nintendo said, it will be released on the same day as the Nintendo Switch 2 will launch, somewhere around June or something. Um, when exactly is that? June 5th? Yeah, June 5th. Mario Kart World as well as the console will be launching on June 5th. You can buy the you could buy the console alone for $450 and buy Mario Kart World, which is $80, which I will say is a bit much for just one game. There are games that cost that same price too. It's not just Mario Kart World. The fact that a game is $80 at all, especially at launch, is it's baffling. But we're not talking about prices right now, are we? No, we're here to talk about Mario Kart World itself. Or instead of just buying the console and then getting the game later on, which costs $80, you can get the Nintendo Switch 2 bundle that has Mario Kart World with it for 500. So you can get both the Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart World all in one bundle for $30 cheaper, I believe. Yeah, you can get the bundle for $30 cheaper than gain the console and then gain Mario Kart World games separately later on. So yeah, if you want Mario Kart World along with the console, I recommend getting the bundle instead. You'll save $30 that way. So yeah, that's what was shown in the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct for Mario Kart World. So now, um, we should be reacting to the Mario Kart World Direct right now. Yes, I know I'm late to the live party. It has been over about an hour ago. But hey, better late than never, right? Here is the Mario Kart World Direct. It's approximately 15 minutes, so we wouldn't be around for that much. Let's go. Must have been Mario Circuit. Yeah, Birdo over with that outfit here. Oh, Dry Bones. Here he is. Someone is going to love having Dry Bones make a return for this game. If you know, you know.
Drivers, start your engines. Welcome to the Mario Kart World game.
Oh, Whirlpool here in our water themed track.
Welcome to the Mario Kart World game. Available exclusively on the Nintendo.
Look at that jungle. Could you, like, drive around the tree? It looks like you can.
On the Nintendo Switch 2 system. What kind of races await you? In Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix.
As one would do. That's our usual shtick for most of the kart racing games.
But why stop there? Across cities, plains, a desert, and even the ocean, you can drive virtually everywhere in this fully interconnected world.
which we have, which we are familiar with before. We know we can drive virtually everywhere in this Mario Kart world.
that span this world, and you can freely drive between them.
Oh, a P-switch? Wonder if you can, wonder if you can interact with this P-switch. I wonder what it does. Might reveal some type of secret. Who knows what it would contain, really, once you press that switch. Also, you can hear me while the video is playing, right?
Races are held on courses scattered throughout various regions that span
Because
this
last
world,
time I did a
and you
live
can
stream,
freely drive between
um,
them.
the video that I was playing was way too loud and you could barely hear me at all. Hopefully that audio balancing is fixed.
There's a lot in store, and we're only
Also, watch out for that dinosaur. Is Dino Jungle making a return as well?
at the starting line. Let's introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you.
Okay. Maybe there could be courses that we haven't seen yet since the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct.
Here we go!
The goal!
Courses are found throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding region. Let's take a look at some of the new courses to explore. Ride the ridges and roads on Mario Brothers Circuit. And cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss it.
That look like it'll be a fun starting track.
See the sights and structures of Crown City.
Yeah, Ground City. Um, with this bridge, my first thought was Mushroom City from Mario Kart Double Dash? But no, this bridge is different. And as you can see, it's called Crown City. And also, the again, depending on the time of day and the weather conditions, the atmosphere will change. So you can not only drive on the course during the night, you can also drive in this course during the day. There are also some tracks where you can drive on while it's raining or snowing, maybe foggy if that's a thing. Who knows?
Pictures of Crown City. You can even soar in style down Main Street. Drift along the rapid waterways of Salty Speedway.
Salty Speedway. Um, have we seen that before? Hold on. I want to see if that's we saw that track before. Um, no, I don't think we have. I I don't think we have seen that before. So all right. Let's see what this track has to offer. Oh yeah, we did see that track in the trailer itself. We just didn't know what it was called.
Drift along the rapid waterways of Salty Speedway. And make a splash around the city's canals.
Yet salty, like the water. I hear there's that part of transportation with the boat and some kind of boat and the oar. I feel like we've seen something similar before on one of the other Mario Kart Tour tracks.
Stay
Ah, yes, here's that Rosalina track. Wonder if that's Rosalina's Cosmic Observatory, but changed around a lot.
cool in the snowy trails of Starview Peak. Just don't slip off while soaking up the scenery.
Might have ice physics here, so be careful in that track. It looks like some kind of manor or mansion. I don't know if it's similar to Luigi's mansion or what. Well, we'll see.
Have a spirited showing at the ghostly movie theater Boo Cinema.
Boo
It's
Cinema,
all
aka that one film noir track. Also, look at Waluigi in his vampire outfit.
showing at the ghostly movie theater Boo
Spooky.
Cinema.
I
It's
like
a
it.
whole new kind of drive-in theater. And in addition to lots of new courses, there's Toad's Factory.
Toad's Factory. It makes its return finally. People are definitely happy about Toad's Factory making a return after all these years. Myself included, honestly. We haven't seen Toad's Factory in any other Mario Kart game since the game it's debuted in, Mario Kart Wii. So having Toad's Factory finally be back in the Mario Kart world after all these years, that's definitely an exciting time for Mario Kart fans and non-Mario Kart fans alike. I feel.
Peach
Well, yeah, we've also heard a Toad's Factory theme before in the other Mario uh, in the other in the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. I feel like we've heard the track's theme before. Hold on, I wanna see if we could hear that. Um, no, not here.
in the
Oh
classic
yeah, it's right here. When they were showing off the Grand Prix. Do you hear it?
in the classic Grand Prix, race
Yeah, it's speculated that Toad's Factory will make a return in this game off of that track's theme alone. Once you do hear it, yeah, it's
through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
and yes, it's it's confirmed. It's confirmed
There's Toad's Factory.
that yes, Toad's Factory did make a return in this game. So yeah, that's really nice to hear.
Peach Beach.
Not to be confused with GameCube's Peach Beach. Or maybe it is the same Peach Beach or um It's just changed around a lot. Because it looks like a completely different Peach Beach. Hmm.
Wario Shipyard, and more.
Wario Shipyard. Again, making its return. Very nice.
Wario Shipyard, and more. Nostalgic courses from past titles are also here, but now they're reimagined and spread throughout the world. Also here.
Look at this map layout, though. Looks like a pretty nice map layout, right? Of this Mario Kart world. Isn't that great?
Now they're reimagined and spread throughout the world, where races can happen during the day or at night.
Once again, depending on the weather conditions and time of day, the atmosphere will change in each of the tracks. Does it affect all the tracks, though, or just certain ones? And there are also certain tracks that would not change the weather condition or the time of day. I'm not sure. Ah, yes, the characters. People have been waiting for this. So let's
Dressed as
see.
familiar characters like Mario,
Mm-hmm.
Luigi,
Uh-huh.
Peach,
Yep.
Bowser,
Oh, yeah.
and Yoshi.
Gucci!
Plus, new drivers like Goomba.
Ah, yes, the Goomba. I haven't mentioned that yet. Yes, the Goomba is finally playable, even without hands. They, if a Goomba can play baseball without any hands, then yes, kart racing without any hands for a Goomba is possible.
Spike,
Yep,
and
there's Spike.
that's right, Cow.
Yep, it's just called Cow. Not Moo Moo Cow, just Cow. Because moo.
Even more new racers are waiting and ready to roll.
Look at this character select screen. And the way the characters are boogieing down, waiting to be selected. Really like that. Of course, we have seen Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Baby Peach, Baby Daisy, Lakitu, Toadette, Bowser Jr., Baby Rosalina, Birdo, King Boo, Shy Guy, and Donkey Kong. Look at this. There's definitely going to be a lot more characters here. Hmm, how many characters would that be? Hmm, there are 12 characters shown in each section, so 13 sections of characters, I believe. Yeah, 13. So if we times that by 12, or yeah, if we times that by 12, and there are 13 sections of characters, we would get around 156 of those characters. That is a lot, especially when there are out there characters that you would never think would be playable. Who knows who else could show up? Also, we have characters like Nabbit finally being playable, the Piranha Plant, Hammer Bro, Monty Mole, Goomba, Spike, that crab that appeared in the Mario Brothers arcade game, Cheep Cheep. Yes, Cheep Cheep is playable as well. Who cares if the Cheep Cheep is out of water? It can bounce around just fine, so surely it can also drive. There's also Dry Bones, Wiggler, Cataquack, the Pionta. Oh wait, it's not like 156 different characters. There are character slots that are also taken up by familiar characters, same characters, just with different outfits. Hmm. There's also a Rocky Wrench here. There's also this bird enemy with a long neck. Hmm. Again, there will be characters that you would never think would be playable, but are. Like that one there. See how they're boogieing down before you select them?
Select your character. Choose your vehicle. Then you're off to the races.
Funky Dory.
Choose your vehicle. Then you're
Somehow I do like the name of that one bike in
off
particular,
to the races. Characters and vehicles each have different stats, so make sure to find the combo that best suits you.
as per usual. Doesn't look like we could change the track's tires or just the body of the cart or anything like that. Just the cart or bike itself.
So make sure to find the combo that best suits you.
Pardon me.
There are two main styles of race revving up in this world.
Yep, those are the modes we have saw before. The familiar Grand Prix and the new Knockout Tour. Let's want to see to learn more about them.
Grand Prix and Knockout Tour. In both modes, up to 24 drivers can participate, the most in series history.
Oh yeah, most in this series history. 24 racers instead of the usual 12 or 8. That says a lot. Who knows what potential tracks we could have with that many racers in mind.
Your rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road. Look out for cars that shoot bullet bills, attacks from Hammer Brothers,
Yeah, those characters won't just be watching, they'll be interacting. Like for example, the Hammer Bros that throw hammers, as they do.
and other obstacles along the way. Try to, brothers,
Boom
and other
goes the
obstacles
blue shell? I feel like that was the,
other obstacles along the way.
or
Attacks from hammer.
it could be a blue shell. Did that toad just go mini? I feel like the toad just got mini. Is it even a toad at all? Could be.
Steer clear. And other obstacles along the way. Try to steer clear.
Yep.
And now, get ready for Grand Prix with Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, and more. Grand Prix races are held all.
Oh yeah. Now we get to see the banana cup and its tracks. So again, we have Peach Beach, Salty Salty Speedway, and Dino Jungle. Yeah, I was right. Dino Jungle did make a return since Mario Kart Double Dash and I think Mario Kart 7. I don't know, but I that was the only Mario Kart game I've never played yet, Mario Kart 7. So I wouldn't really remember if it was in Mario Kart 7. And that was the Mario Kart 7 was the only Mario Kart game I never really played yet. And I've played Mario Kart Tour, and I have a 3DS.
Held all around the
So,
game's world. You'll race through four.
oh yeah, I forgot one other track. Great question mark block ruins. I wonder how that track will play out.
Around the game's world. You'll race through 4 different courses in each cup and aim for the top spot.
Which again are connected.
In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off racing around Mario Brothers Circuit.
Yep, we knew that.
The second race will take you from Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City.
Will it just cut to the next section, or will it transition smoothly from one track to another as there's a Grand Prix intermission? We'll have to see. I mean, people who have played Mario Kart World to try it out before it actually releases do know, but I don't.
For the first time, you'll need to drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix. So don't sleep at the wheel. And if you conquer all Grand Prix Cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
Rainbow Road?
Next up is a new mode, Knockout Tour. From Golden Rally to Ice Rally and more. These
Okay, there's Moon Rally. Hmm.
extended races take you from one end of
Spiny Rally. Okay then.
the world to the other. Get ready for a sprint. But you've got to place if you want to stay
Watch
in the
out for that
race.
penguin. It is called Penguin Bobsled. Of course, there's going to be penguins that will try and get in your way, or you getting in the way of the penguin, one or the other. Maybe both.
If you want to stay in the race. Speed towards checkpoints throughout the world. If you don't make the cut, you're out of the running. Buckle up. The competition gets more intense as you close in on the checkpoints. You've got to drive to survive in Knockout Tour.
Well, that also reminds me, it won't just be 3 laps like your usual track. There is also 2 laps for other tracks like that one in Double Dash, Wario Coliseum, I think. And there's also 7 laps like in Baby Park. That also first appeared in Double Dash. There was also 7 laps in Mario Kart 8. Or in Mario Kart DS, it was 5 laps. Don't know why Nintendo would want Baby Park to have 5 laps rather than 7 in Mario Kart DS, but regardless. But I do remember that DK Spaceport has 9 laps, the most out of any track. And most of the laps consist of driving on that 25M section itself. I don't know why they made that decision, but you know, if it's fun to race on, then that's great.
So keep your eyes on the prize and aim for first place.
6 tracks means 6 laps. And since they're connected, you will keep on going. Again, drive virtually everywhere. You also see how there is a crown on the top of your head, signifying that you're in first place. Nice touch. Okay, the items,
Items can drastically change the outcome of a race.
as one would do.
Here are some new items that'll help you out. Coin shell.
A coin shell, that's a new one. It won't just be thrown. It'll also spurt out coins behind it as well.
When you throw a coin shell, coins will appear. Now's your chance to grab them. Just don't let your rivals cash in first.
Hmm. I wonder how the coins will play out in this game this time. Perhaps there could be some kind of mode or bonus where you would have to grab the most coins or more coins than your rivals. Maybe. Maybe the coins could be for shopping for something? Maybe?
Ice flower. With the ice flower, you can freeze out rivals.
How long has it been before we actually get an ice flower as a Mario Kart item? The ice flower has been a thing since, I believe, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, yet we never saw it as an item until now. What took it so long?
Ice flower. With the ice flower, you can freeze out rivals and send them spinning. Hammer. Aim the hammer in an arc and nailed it. Hammers also stay on the course for a short time and can be used to block off rivals.
That can be devastating when used properly. You thought the Hammer Bros were dangerous. Imagine you throwing hammers, or one of the other racers throwing hammers at you. Yeesh, you do not want to get in the way of those hammers.
Mega Mushroom. With the
Making its return since Mario Kart Wii is the Mega Mushroom. Nice to see it return.
with the Mega Mushroom, go big, so your rivals will go home. Feather.
Ah yes, the feather. The feather has been an item since Super Mario Kart for the SNES. The feather is also an item in Mario Kart 8 or 8 Deluxe, but only in battle mode. Hmm. Wonder why they didn't make the feather an item in the tracks themselves, rather than just battle mode, but well, it makes a return in Mario Kart World, so
Use the feather to jump up and avoid attacks.
those who can make use of that feather can find it useful if they want to avoid other items. They'll try and hit them. Like a red shell, for example.
You may even discover some unexpected routes.
Ah, so it can definitely be helpful.
Feather. Use the feather to jump up and avoid attacks.
Yeah, you can avoid a red shell. No more need for just trying to block a red shell with a banana or green shell or red shell or whatever. You could just use the feather
You
to
may even
avoid those items like the red shell.
discover some unexpected routes.
You see how a feather can help you get into certain parts of the track, like this rail here? People playing this game can definitely make some good use of the feather now, not just for shortcuts.
Comet. With
Wait, comic? Did he just say comic?
Comet.
Comic. For a long time, I've been pronouncing his name as Kamek, not comic. I've never heard someone say his name like that. Comic. Like comet. Anyway, yes, at least we do know that Kamek is an item now. Well, first he was about to be playable in Mario Kart 64, but never got the chance to. Then Kamek has finally been playable in Mario Kart Tour, I think, and also a playable character in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, specifically for the Booster Course Pass. And now, Kamek is here in this game as an item. Kamek has an interesting history when it comes to the Mario Kart series. Too bad I don't think that Kamek will be playable in this game that now that he is an item. But we did see Charging Chuck trying to avoid other Charging Chucks in that other track before, so who knows?
With Comic's magic, your rivals will transform. What other mysterious
Oh, so characters won't just transform into costumes on a whim with that effect. Kamek can also transform characters into other certain characters or whatever, unwillingly.
Comics magic, your rivals will transform. What other mysterious effects will happen?
Like Kamek transforming other characters into your own character. Hmm, that's a lot of charge and jux. I wouldn't want to be in their vicinity
You'll have
or their paths.
to see for yourself. The lower your placement, the more likely.
Sorry, what were we saying?
You'll have to see for yourself.
Okay,
The lower your placement, the more likely you are to find items that'll turn the tables. So
that's that's the usual for Mario Kart games. The lower your placement, the better of a chance you'll get more powerful items like the Bullet Bill or Spiny Shell or Invincibility Star
when
or
you get
Lightning.
items, go for it.
But if you're doing better than all the rest of the racers, chances of getting more powerful items are slim, so you'll instead be sticking with the banana or the green shell or a coin.
And if you're new to the Mario Kart series, there are added support features to help you along the way.
You can see Mario boogieing down here, and Luigi, Toad.
These include
Ah yes, Smart Steering makes its return since Mario Kart 8. It's a nice feature to have for certain players who are having trouble with playing the game. If they want to have that option on, they can. Or if they're new to Mario Kart or kart racing games in general.
smart steering, which helps you stay on the course. Tilt controls, where you can hold a Joy-Con 2 controller horizontally and use motion controls to steer.
Yeah, these as well as the Wii wheels. The toe controls have been a thing since Mario Kart Wii, and there were also Wii wheels as a peripheral as well. It can make you feel like you're driving a cart. And now there will be Joy-Con wheels, or rather, Joy-Con 2 wheels.
And if you have the Joy-Con 2 wheel, you can feel like you're really driving.
Hmm. What else was there? There's an auto accelerate, so you won't just be holding the button to accelerate. You can let the game accelerate your car or bike for you. Not sure you can use the brakes or the brake button while you're auto accelerating. Well, I'm sure it's possible. There's also auto use item. Instead of pressing the button to use an item, you can have the option to have to use the item automatically. Hmm. I don't think I'll be having to turn the auto use item or auto accelerate on, but it could be cool to try out at least, or smart steering for that matter. I never used smart steering. But it's nice that other players can have options to turn any of that on.
Whew. How about a quick break?
Are they going to mention the free roam? Rosalina bus tours, eh?
A snack sounds good right about now. Hey, look! It's a drive-through.
Let's go to Yoshi's. What are we having?
Here at Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go.
Oh, we saw this before in the Nintendo Switch 2 trailer, remember? If I can show you real quick. See that? See the one with a Yoshi truck? That was the one I was talking about. I was wondering if you can interact with it. And yeah, I was right. I didn't know what it is, but I do know you can interact with it. At least we do know now. So that's nice that we can interact with this at least. And it's a food order. Hmm. Okay then. Perhaps that contain a burger that'll have you change into different costumes.
Here at Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go. Dash food.
You also I feel like you can also do that in a race.
Take a bite, and you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal.
Great. But does that affect the gameplay at all?
Eat some
Oh, there are different meals too. Each one give you a different costume change?
sushi and... Whoa! Nice threads.
Looks more like a kimono, but okay. Well, maybe it's a different costume and not a kimono. But it looks like a kimono to me. So yeah, depending on the food you eat, where the food even comes from, it'll give you a costume based on that. Like the sushi transforming your costume into this. That's definitely nice to have.
Once unlocked, these outfits...
Oh yeah, it's a yukata, not a kimono. Okay. At least I know that now. Alright. Sorry to all those Japanese fans out there.
Threads. Once unlocked, these outfits can be selected from the character selection screen. Who knows
Hmm.
what dishes or outfits you'll find?
Here are the characters also with different outfits. Like Toad being Captain Toad, or Toadette being Captain Toadette. Or the baby princesses in their safari outfits.
Once unlocked, these outfits can be selected from the character selection screen. Who knows what dishes or outfits you'll find?
Wow! Wario in this pirate outfit. Nice. Makes perfect sense too,
on.
seeing as he's searching out for treasure, money. Having Wario as a pirate makes a lot of sense.
Make a pit stop and check out these
Wait a minute. What? A bag of spicy Yoshi's chips in a bag. What? You would think it was edited in for a video and not official, but no. This is edited in by Nintendo themselves. I don't know why, that just looks funny.
pit stop and check out these drive-throughs all around the world.
Now Mario, with those spicy chips, transformed him into a cowboy.
World. That was a nice detour. Now
Look at that here. Boy, like how the cap on her head looks like a strawberry ice cream with sprinkles. Oh, that looks really good. Not to eat though.
let's get back to the action.
Nice fit, Luigi. Can I have some pizza with that? Yeah, I'll wait till Friday.
Let's introduce some new tricks that'll help you ace each race. Charge jump. You can now use
Wait, new mechanics. Hold on.
ace each race. Charge jump. You can now use a
Charge
charge
jump.
jump by holding the drift button while driving straight ahead. Charge and release to jump.
Oh, huh. That could be useful to try and grind on the rail, right?
By holding the drift button while driving straight ahead.
You can hold the brake button while you hold the acceleration button, like you would definitely need to do when driving to hold the acceleration button. So if you hold the brake button while holding the acceleration button, you can use a charge jump.
Charge and release to jump.
And you can also do a trick in midair. So you don't just have to use a ramp to do a trick or a certain type of brand or hump or whatever to do a trick. You can do that for yourself at will with the charge jump. Again, that also can be helpful if you want to grind on a rail or whatever else.
Use this to leap over obstacles.
Oh,
Grind along power lines.
mm-hmm. I've
And
mentioned that
dodge
before.
attacks from your rivals.
Hold on. You were saying?
And dodge attacks from your rivals.
Right. That's definitely a versatile move there.
And if you jump toward a wall, you can wall ride for a short period of time.
I don't know why
And
that bird and me driving a bike looks silly to me. But it looked like it would be a lot of fun.
if you jump toward a wall, you can wall ride for a short period of time.
Oh, yes. Wall riding. That's also a great trick that we have saw before. It's going to be wild. Definitely more versatile with those moves and more characters on the track in mind, specifically 24 of them. So it's nice that we would use these moves to grind on rails or avoid other obstacles or ride on walls to make up for that. It can look real cramp otherwise.
Chain some tricks together, and you may even reach places like so close. Almost there. Whenever this happens, be kind and rewind.
Rewind. How is that going to work out? Mm, what if you fall behind if you use the rewind button?
And you may even reach places like so close. Almost there. Whenever this happens, be kind and rewind.
Yeah, now you're falling behind when you use the rewind button. Why would you want to do that unless you're going to need a more powerful item to catch up? Hmm, I don't know about this one. We'll
This will
continue.
return your vehicle to its original position. Nice, made it.
Again, aside from trying to get a more powerful item or trying to get to a new route, how is that going to help you in a race? I'm not sure if that would even be helpful in a knockout tour. Most certainly not. Mm, maybe you if you use it properly, then it could be helpful. But again, I'm not too sure about the rewind feature. I'm mixed on it, really.
This can come in handy when mapping out how to best approach a course. Keep in mind, though, your rivals will still move normally when you rewind.
Yeah, that's why I've been mentioning before. So why would you use it?
Keep in mind, though, your rivals will still move normally when you rewind, so don't lose your lead.
I guess it's for balancing sake. I mean, it makes sense, but still. But again, even if you use a rewind feature, you can try and get to a route that'll help you catch up faster or get more powerful items like a bullet bill or an invincibility star or a lightning or a blue shell or something. Eh, those will help you catch up to other racers. So it's more of a balancing act than anything. If I were you, I would, if you want to try and win, I would use the rewind feature sparingly. So, yeah. Oh, and also it can be used in free roam and when playing races solo. Alright, at least we know that.
Want to take a spin in even more races?
Okay, it won't just be the Grand Prix mode and the Knockout Tour mode that they'll be showing here, or free roam mode. What other modes would they show off?
In time trials, it's you against the clock.
Oh yeah, time
Here you can
trials.
race without any other competitors.
We're familiar with that.
And if you go online, you can download and compete against ghost data from racers around the world.
Yep, we're familiar with that as well. Hold on. Is Wario wearing a ponytail? Mario has a tiny ponytail. I don't know why I mentioned that, but yeah, he does.
Customize the rules of the road in
Yep,
Versus Race.
we're familiar with versus race as well. Uh, Changing the class, the team, whether or not you would have teams on or off, what kind of items you would have, computer difficulty, course selection, open, hmm, and also race counts. Yeah, we're familiar with that too. But three races instead of the even 4 or 8 or 12, 16, 32, 64. Hmm, we can have odd number race counts now. Okay then.
You can use the classic rule set of running.
Whoa, this course selection looks different. Oh, okay.
Versus Race.
Instead of the basic formula of course selection, now we have this. We can choose which track we want to go in by selecting it from the world layout. Definitely a nice change of pace for a course selection screen.
You can use the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course. Or you can choose to drive the distance from one course to another.
Oh, okay. Okay, I like this.
You can even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or Knockout Tour.
What was Nabbit
You
doing?
can even take the road less traveled and choose routes that
Nabbit was bouncing on another kart racer's head? Huh? Okay then.
or Knockout Tour. Up to 20.
Oh wait, it's not just split into two teams anymore. Now we can have 3 teams or 4 teams, possibly more teams?
24 drivers can now compete in 2, 3, or even 4 teams.
Wow. And with 24 racers, it makes sense to have more than just 2 teams. I do like that change as well.
Group up and get ready to put the pedal to the metal.
Okay, we have your usual Mario team and Bowser team. There's also a DK team and Grand Star team? Hmm, okay. I wonder if you can have the computer players change teams, or players can change teams on a whim before the race starts. Or if the characters are going to be in a random team, and it won't be in your control of which character you want in your team. I don't know.
Next up, Battle Mode. Pop off locally or online in balloon.
Battle mode. Um, okay, Not sure on I'm not sure on how they did with the battle mode so far, track wise. Um, it seems like it's Mario Kart 8's battle mode all over again. Not Deluxe, the original Mario Kart 8. In it, that battle mode has you and other racers battling on actual tracks rather than the battle courses, which is a baffling decision, which is why thankfully they did change it to have actual battle courses in the deluxe version of Mario Kart 8. It seems like they're bringing tracks as battle courses back here? Um, I don't know, maybe they will have actual battle courses. Uh, I'm not sure. I haven't played through the whole section of Nintendo showing off battle mode yet, so I'm going to continue.
Next up, Battle Mode. Pop off locally or online in Balloon Battle. Use items to burst your rival's balloons. Pop them all and your rival's out.
Oh wait, they do have the battle mode map. So yeah, they are actual battle courses just within the track. Okay then.
And Coin Runners, where you can go for the gold by collecting the most coins.
Once again, um we're familiar with these battle modes. Although with the coin shell that was shown previously, along with a question mark block that also contains multiple coins. We saw Toadette using it in the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Those items can be very helpful with this Coin Runners battle mode in mind.
Race or battle, enjoy whatever drives you.
Oh yes, they're showing free roam again.
When you're not racing, you can enjoy free roam and go wherever your heart takes you. No roads? No problem. Ride the rivers. See the seas. Drive the desert.
The bulky.
Or jump off from way up here. You can go wherever you like, even to the edges of the world.
How far to the edges of the world, though? That's my question. Again, drive virtually everywhere.
Hey, there's a P-switch over there.
Oh yes, we have seen a P-switch before, but we didn't really know what it does. Can we really do certain missions? Are there like a certain mission mode, quote unquote, while you're using the free roam mode? Hmm, I wonder how that will affect the game.
Hit hundreds of P-switches you find across the world to start missions.
It's like you're Sonic and grinding from rail to rail, only now it's the Mario characters and their carts doing it.
By completing them, you can hone your driving ability outside of races.
That's great for practicing on your skills before getting into a race. Like that.
There are also hidden coins,
Hmm.
hidden panels, and more. So take the scenic route and explore.
There's also a photo mode.
Also, during free roam, you can take photos whenever you like.
The question is also nice that it has a mini map of not just the layout, but the track itself while you're free roaming as well. The question is, where would the photo mode button be?
So, during free roam, you can take photos whenever you like. Strike a pose. Look at the camera. Choose a
Oh yeah, if you wanted, you can press the A button to have a character face a camera. Not sure how with the certain poses and the way the character is facing already. Not sure how the face camera button is going to work out. Again, with certain poses and where the character's body is facing. How would they turn their head towards the camera if that's the case?
camera. Choose a frame to decorate and nice. That one's a winner.
Always stale. Bataton Aerobart. Squid motor ways or something? I don't know why I'm focusing on these stickers of all things. It's just fun to look at them, if I'm being honest. Yep, fun with everyone. Yeah, it would be fun, yeah. If they have the money.
If one person has Mario Kart World, up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system.
Hmm. We're familiar with local multiplayer
The game also supports
and
local
online play.
wireless play. Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this way.
Yep. Mario, the Nintendo DS did the same thing with wireless play. I do have fond memories with playing Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart DS wirelessly with other players, and those that don't have the game can still play Mario Kart DS. They'll just be playing as a shy guy instead of all the other characters, which is how Shy Guy would be playable on Mario Kart DS in the first place. The Shy Guy would actually be a proper playable character in later Mario Kart games. Such fond memories playing a Mario Kart game wirelessly with other people. But I'm going on a tangent here. Let's move on.
And up to 24 players from around the world can join a race or battle in online play.
And with the camera peripheral sold separately, online play can be even more interactable that way.
This may look like free roam, but this is where you'll wait while your friends join you.
It's nice that you can actually drive everywhere while you wait for your friends to be
You'll wait
online.
while your friends join you. Looks like someone's arrived. Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world. By checking the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their location.
And also interact with your friends too. With by pressing up on the directional pad, you can do that.
Battle or race with custom.
Or maybe it's just for you to jump around and wave and say hi.
Battle or race with custom rules. Or just go for a ride together. Make this road trip your own.
Oh man. That's amazing. The original Mario Kart gang is all here. Hey Yoshi, the camera's behind you.
You can also take photos together along the way, if that's more your speed.
Oh, there we go. Nice photo there. Oh yes, the game chat.
With Game Chat, enjoy an expanded experience by talking online with friends. Use the built-in microphone to voice chat while driving together.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Look at Bowser hopping along with his cart. And Peach too. And Yoshi and Mario. They're all hopping along together. That's their way of interacting. But game chat has more interactability.
Phone to voice chat while driving together.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Check this out.
Oh yeah, there's that truck from before.
Are you kidding me? Or take a back seat and watch each other's game screen.
Wow, Nintendo Switch 2 Direct has shown that before, but I first saw it and thought, wow, that frame rate on the other player's screen is terrible. I mean, at least Nintendo was honest about it. So,
Are you kidding me? Or take a back seat and watch each other's game screens.
not sure that makes it any better, but regardless.
If you have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera, you can enjoy seeing your friends' reactions while playing together.
Hmm.
Who's close by?
You see the way the players' faces spin out as they get hit by an item?
Wait, who just
I love how the guy's just sitting there smiling, even if he gets hit by an item.
And bullseye.
It looks like he's having fun.
And when playing together in person on the same system,
Now there'll be 6 characters showing on each section instead of 12, since it's split screen. Very versatile for a character select screen, with split screen in mind.
a single camera can detect up to 4 people's faces.
Ah, I see. Also, with the camera, you can have a frame into anywhere you want, as long as it's a recommendation of having your face fit in. Oh, okay, okay. I wonder if you could just like, I wonder if you can have the frame with your controller fit the face of another player's face just to mess with people. Oh man, imagine that.
Enjoy the view and get ready to face off with your friends.
I noticed that even if you're tied, whether you're like, for example, in 4th or 5th place, or 6th or 7th place, etc., you would have the same amount of points regardless. I'm not too sure about that. Couldn't they like give you more points? And those that are higher ups than the other one can get more points than the one right behind that other player? Because I'm not too sure on that scoring system, really. There's that music again. It's a banging track, I will give it that. Yeah, Bowser is sporting his sunglasses and outfit. And Toad with that helmet. Okay, so that was really Toad who we saw had gone mini. It's just that he had a helmet on. Bowser, though, the sunglasses and I believe is his biker outfit. Hmm. And Mario again with this outfit as well. Really snazzy. And once again, you can play as a cow.
A transcontinental race around the world is just around the corner in Mario Kart World, available exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World will also be available.
Limited time production through fall 2025. Available while supplies last. So, don't miss out. And again, Nintendo didn't show the price. It was worrying the people that Nintendo didn't show the price in the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. And when they do realize the price of the console and the games, or were people outraged? But again, we're not gonna get into that right now. I feel like we'll save that for the next Nintendo Directs over in June, possibly. But yeah, that was the Mario Kart World Direct. And second, okay, yeah, that was Mario Kart World Direct. Looks like it'll be a lot of fun, and there are a lot more stuff to do than you can do in previous Mario Kart games. Naturally, the biggest Mario Kart yet, and you can experience all that for just $80. $30 cheaper if you get the Switch 2 bundle. If you have the money, or even if you don't have Mario Kart World with your Switch 2, I believe you can still play wirelessly. It happened with Mario Kart DS. When other people don't have the game, they can still play it. It's possible. But anyway, next time, there will be the next Nintendo Switch 2 Direct somewhere around June, right when the console is about to release. Oh, and one more thing. If you've been following my channel lately, you could also see that I've also have been doing a Danjo Plays Mag Memo 3 series, if I could even call it that. And yes, the next episode will come out soon, so be on the lookout for that. Not related to Mario Kart World or anything, I just want to point that out. Anyway, thank you again for watching this reaction video of mine. Hopefully the audio balancing is a lot better than before. Again, that last reaction video I did, that video was way too loud and my voice was way too soft. It was a mess. Hopefully the audio balancing is better. Anyway, I have been Danjo the Mysterious. And for now, I am signing off. Until we meet again, everyone.